Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dragagon, and this is GregTech New Horizons. So, in our last episode, we left off with finishing up the And So It Begins quest tab. There's still several quests in there that we can go back and work on. Things like making the, I think it's the spear. Well, let's just look real quick. We can make the wooden spear. We can make a shield with some flint and some cobble and some wood. We can go back in, and as we gather up our berry bushes, we can look for a bamboo forest. We can look for quicksand in a desert. There's, lots of quests that we can still do around here. This quest is probably, though, the harder of the ones to do unless you start out near a magical biome or you run across some of this stuff. But it does open up the magic tab once you are able to gather up those and complete that quest. But when I left off, I said I was going to go ahead and grab up a bunch of materials. I've gotten the gravel, the sand, the clay, the stone, and now I'm into maceration version 0.1 alpha because it is as manual as you can get with a mortar and pestle. So with that, I grabbed an extra 6 gravel to make 2 flint, and then I can pair that up with 5 stone blocks, and bam, there we go. We have our mortar and pestle done. Go ahead and grab those coins. And what that does is that, along with the clay, allows us to look at making an unfired clay bucket from clay dust. Clay dust, of course, coming from macerating the clay. Let's see here. It's probably one of... What? That's not the right one. That one, maybe? Yeah, there it is. So I guess a clay plate can do that. If I do the clay... the small clays, it's probably going to give us something like these smaller piles here instead. Yeah, right there like that. So we need to make 5 of those. So I'm going to need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to need 5 of those things, so I'm actually going to need 20 of that. So there we go, and that burned through quite a bit of our mortar and pestle there. But with all 5 of those, there is an unfired clay bucket, and I will just go ahead and use up one whole oak wood. Yes, I know I can manage it more effectively by turning it into planks, and I'm not worried about it right this second. So there we go. There is that. We have our fired clay bucket, and I bet because, I bet because I didn't hold that in my inventory for long enough, it wasn't going to let me complete that quest, but in fact it did. Let's go with the peanut butter cookies. I'll take those as a nice reward there. Here I can either get, and I'll probably get loot bags for anything that can get loot bags. Yeah. I'm not accepting those yet just because. And then this one I can either have a chisel or a stone. Let's go with a chisel, especially since that's probably an iron chisel there. And I can always get more stone. So the next thing, finite water from Cactus. If I get 10 logs, which I should still have. Oh, that's a consume quest, so it's not gonna immediately pick it up there. So there we go. So there is that. Now we can take these cacti over here and we can slap them down, spaced out a little bit so that if I break them, they don't fall in and void things by falling into a cactus. But there is the cactus. And then the last thing is, of course, getting some wood pulp to make paper. So that is probably going to be some type of, using a mortar on a log will get us 2 wood pulp. It looks like I need 64, so I'm going to need a half a stack of wood to do that. And then the paper, of course, I believe, you wrap it around a bucket of water, or in our case, they're expecting us to have a clay bucket of water, which isn't bad. I mean, I do have now the regular bucket, but they expect you to have to make that fired clay bucket for that first initial setup of stuff. So what we can do is, I've got 38. So there's the 32. I am probably going to break my mortar doing this. Yep, there we go. So I still have 20 more that I have to go with. Crud. I should have, before I did that, I should have used the mortar to grind some more flint instead of, because I think that's a thing. Yeah, see? I should have done that so that I don't have to make more for later. But that's all right. Lesson learned. There we go. 64 wood pulp. Let that, yeah, there we go. Give it time to do its thing. And then what we're going to need to do is, let's go ahead and grab both of these guys. And then we're just going to steal some water because we have no infinite water. And then we can 8 of those. There's 2 paper. There's 4 paper. How much is this expecting us to make? 16. Okay. So another one. Another one. One. Wrap it. There we go. And another one. So there's 8. 1, 2. Paper and paper. And then the last 2 that we need here. 1 and 2. And of course we're going to get to listen to the sound of running water at least until we get to the water tanks. So yeah, that'll be something we just have to deal with. So there we go. Book parts. We get our first blank pattern for a reward. And that probably, yeah, it'll go straight into now we get to make our patterns and parts and things. And that's going to require string. Look at that, string. So one of the nice things about the quest line is back here in And So It Begins, when you do these are just checkbox tasks, but there's one that gives you 8 string. So that is a nice way they give you that stuff instead of you needing to go try and hunt down spiders to get string. They just give you some to begin with. So we're going to put some more of this stuff away. I am going to go ahead and eat these cookies because I am needing some saturation there, or some shanks. There we go. That's better. It's getting close to nighttime, but again, we have a bed now, so that's fantastic. Now that we have a bed, we can actually make use of that and sleep through the night, which is fantastic. All right. Hello, Enderman. Ow. No one likes you. Great, so I get to listen to that now for a while. There we go. Okay, so that's that then. I'm going to go ahead and... should I take a break here? What do I have to do here? I need to get a lot of this wood stuff. I probably need to chop down a bunch more trees, so that's going to be a thing. I'm going to have to make another axe for that, but at least I have the gravel that I'll be able to use the mortar and pestle in order to make gravel more easily. So let's go ahead and break this guy then. Okay, I thought it would break faster than that, or sooner than that, or whatever, but it's not. So I'm still waiting for that thing. It's 6:31 is when it turns to nighttime. No, 6:32. There we go. Turns to nighttime, and then we can go ahead and sleep through the night there. And then, yeah, let's take a look at these things. So I need the part builder. So we'll add the part builder. We need a stencil table. We need a tool station. And then we need a pattern chest. So there we go. Our patterns are going to be 4 paper per pattern, so that's a pain in the rear. We do get 2 blank patterns when we're done with that. So that's probably going to be something that we're going to end up doing quite a bit of, is chopping down trees and making those patterns. Yeah, so 3 sticks, a pattern, 2 oak barricades, which are 4 logs around a piece of string. But I only need those 2. Okay, so let's start with those. String, string, 2 oak barricades. I am going to need quite a bit of sticks. So let's see about getting a bunch of sticks. There we go. And then can we make this? We are missing a pattern. Now a pattern, we get 1 free blank pattern for this. So there we go. There's 1 free one. But we're also probably expected just to use all 16 of these. So let's see here. Let's make at least 1 more here. And let's go ahead and make this. Oop. This. That. There we go. Next is this guy. So we're going to need 2 of these. So 6 sticks and 3 planks. And I don't have enough of that right there. But that'll only get us 1 of these guys. Okay, that was interesting. I didn't think I'd get more sticks, but all right. And then let's see here. So that's only 1 of the 2 of those that I need. So I need a second one, which means I'm going to need more trees cut down. All right. There, it finally broke. That's all right, though. I'll just get some more the old-fashioned way for now. Once I get back over to the base thing, I'll make a few more flint, and then we'll make another one. Oh, look at that. A free birch sapling, sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3. There's those. Oops. 1, 2. There's that, and then that should be that. So there we go. There's a stencil table. Next is the tool table. And I'm going to want to make, there we go, 3 more of those. 2 of those. There's another axe for us. And then I still need another crafting table. So that's going to be 2 more. I guess technically I could pick up that one that I've currently got, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it around for a little while yet. So there is that. 4 sticks and a blank pattern. Okay, so I need 1 blank pattern and I need 4 sticks. So there we go. That'll take care of this guy. There's our tool station. Oop. And then the last thing we need is that pattern chest, and then we're done with that part. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out this then. Oh, I'm going to need 4 logs, 4 of those, and a flint. Let's go ahead and just do this, and we'll break that, just making a few more of those then. And it's back to cutting down some more of these small trees. And so there we have that. I should probably take some of these saplings and plant them just so that the plants regrow over time. I just haven't done that yet. There's still so many plants around here, it's not that big of an issue yet. I mean, look at this. I chopped down a tree, and because it's right next to another tree, I can't even get the area to clear out. goes that one at least. Yeah, and then there's another tree behind it that's making that stuff not drop. So we need 2 of these, 1 of these, and then 4 of those. And there's our chest. And then for the pattern chest, we just need 4 sticks and another pattern. So here we go. 1 more pattern. And then 4 sticks, pattern chest, and we are done. So there we go. Now we're done with Tinker Time. Gets us 2 more blank patterns, which we will probably almost definitely need. And then cow tipper. Now it wants to go find and kill 6 cows. Now I already killed 4 of them up on the hillside. It looks like I should have maybe waited so that I could get those. And then getting to cotton. In the meantime, we can start looking towards our first real set of tools. And then have these tools, which are slightly better than the tools we currently have on hand, in that they can be repaired instead of constantly just breaking. So let's go ahead and put away our coins. This thing is just making running water sounds, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll do, if we do the tool station, the pattern chest, the stencil table, and maybe the part builder go there. That's next to the pattern chest. That can make the patterns that go in the pattern chest. And then that's just there. Okay, yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. So there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out here. I should work on making a knife, which is going to be, I think there's one with flint. Yeah, flint and a stick. And then we can make a wooden form out of a blank pattern with that stick. Which will get us towards bricks. We could make some throwing knives with flints and sticks and getting that kind of stuff set up, get towards our tools, and then go find some cows to kill. And then we can also look at, you know, gathering up some of the materials that we would need if we want to make our first ranged weapon, which is just a simple wooden short bow with flint arrows. The only thing I am missing is the bone. That'd be like me waiting until it's nighttime and killing a skeleton, or waiting until it's nighttime and one spawns and then wait for it to die in the light, and then hopefully it drops a bone, something along those lines. So it might be a little while before I get to that. We'll see how that works out for us in the future here. I'm just going to clean up these guys. There we go. All right, so yeah, like I say, I'll pause this. I'll bring you guys back in once we are a bit closer to getting some more of these quests done. All right, so one of the things that if you don't want to have to go and smash a lot of trees in order to get the wood pulp, in order to make the paper, there is a somewhat optimal way of going through making stuff. What you want to do is you want to focus on this quest here, the flint throwing knife. It's going to cost you 1 pattern in order to make the knife blade. And then once you've done that, one of the rewards you get is 2 blank patterns. Now, if you combine those 2 blank patterns with presumably the 2 blank ones you had previously from the paper that you made, plus the blank pattern that you got for completing the Tinker Time, that'll give you the 4 blank patterns that you need to then be able to come in here and make the 4 patterns that you need for this retrieval task here. Now let me sleep off the night here as soon as night falls. There we go. Because I really don't want to be attacked while I'm sitting here trying to do this stuff. There we go. All right. Oh, and it looks like I have speed 3 for just a little while. But anyway, you get the 4 blank patterns then just from doing that. I still want you to grow. And so then you can put those in here and you can make those first 4 patterns that they want you to make from here, which are the pickaxe, axe, tool binding, and shovel patterns. So there's the tool binding, then we have the pickaxe, we have the axe, and we have the shovel. And that'll complete the second part of this quest. Then you just need some flint and some wood in order to make the three tool heads, the one wooden binding, and then having 3 more sticks in your inventory. So if I go ahead and we'll do this, we'll make 2 of those, so there's 4 of those. There we go. And then we can come over here to the part thing, put our tool pieces in here. This guy can make a wooden tool binding. It gives us an extra stick. And then we can use 3 of these guys, 1 for a flint pickaxe head, 1 for a tool shovel, and then lastly 1 for the axe head. So there we go. Now if we look at this, that'll complete all of these. 3 sticks, 1 wooden binding, each of the 3 tool heads, and now we can make our flint pickaxe, flint hatchet, and flint shovel and be done with this quest. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and that, and that. There is our pickaxe. There is our shovel. And there is our flint hatchet. And that will get us our first tools completed. That'll give us 10 more flint, which is good for making some more tools or repairing our current tools. We get 2 blank patterns, and then we have a choice of either a loot bag or 4 blank patterns and then some coins. Now you can take those patterns. You could use one of them in order to make the wooden form, and then the other one, unfortunately, you're gonna have to make some more blank patterns or accept that that quest reward of 4 blank patterns in order to get all of these guys done, because we don't have an arrowhead, we don't have a tool rod, we don't have the fletching bow limb or bow string modifiers, or I mean not modifiers, but patterns here in our chest. So at least that'll get us through our tools, and now we have some decent tools. Once our pickaxe breaks, we'll then have a flint pickaxe that we can start using. Same thing for our shovel and then for our hatchet there. So we've made some progress in that regard there. The other thing that we can do, I do still have quite a bit of wood because I have been taken down some of the trees in order to clear the area so that I can at least see what's around me while we're working. It keeps the mobs from totally being able to sneak up on us. Yeah, so the other thing that I am doing is I have this quest right here. I went and killed the 6 cows, which gives you either a steak or a leather. I'll probably take the leather though and not food. I really don't need any more food. And then we're supposed to make 5 cotton. So I popped 3 of these guys, and I made, these guys give the, not this cotton, but the other cotton, this cotton right here, the Pam's Harvest Craft. It gives you the Pam's Harvest Craft cotton, which you can then turn into this cotton, and then that cotton we can then use a little bit later. But I did take one of these other cottons, so if we take a look at this guy, I was able to turn into the cotton seed, and then I planted that cotton seed so that now we can grow the cotton seed here and then get a little bit more of that stuff. This guy is going to hopefully repopulate and spread out and stuff, so I'm just letting him sit there. But we can take this bone meal real quick here, and we can hit that. Is that fully grown? No, that's only 43%. So there we go. Now it's mature. We can get a couple more of those guys. We can do this one more time. There is our 5th cotton. So there's our 5 cotton, and that should complete the cotton quest there. That'll give us these cotton seeds, and these are the cotton seeds that I really want. Those cotton seeds are the ones that I need to put down here in order to make the cotton that I want to make, which is the stuff that I have to convert the Pam's Harvest Craft cotton from. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So there we go. That'll work for what we're trying to do there. Next is we need to have 6 leather, 6 string, and then 6 woven cotton. And unfortunately, the woven cotton requires more string. Fortunately, though, having these cotton can be used 3-to-1 to turn into string. So we now have a source of string in addition to the 6 string we have there. There's my 6 leather, and then I just need enough string and cotton to make those that woven cotton here. And then we can make our gloves, which will let us hold on to buckets full of lava and get us further into the quest line. Punji sticks are also here, where you can take some string, some sticks, and some sugar cane, and you can make punji sticks. And then oddly enough, this optional quest will give you some bamboo saplings, and the bamboo saplings will then work for getting enough bamboo to make the bamboo fence and be able to complete the bamboo fence quest. So yeah, we can use other quests to benefit us and get us further along progressed in some of the other optional quests a little bit later on. But for right now, the focus is mainly going to be on getting the forming press, looking towards the bricks, which are going to end up using this, the clay and the sand and stuff, and then also working our way towards this. So that's going to take a little bit of time. In the meantime, I may slap down some of these things. I may just take some of them if I've already got 8 and break them in order to start getting some food crops going, because I cannot survive on just steaks. As you can see, it's already diminished in value. So yeah, I've got to find other food here in order to make sure that I can continue to stay alive and not die of starvation. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call this video good here. We made quite a bit of progress through our Stone Age. Like I say, I'm going to work on getting getting a farm set up so that I can start having some better food, and then from there working on these couple of other quests, just trying to get them wrapped up, mainly collecting the materials so that in the next episode we can go ahead and progress and see where we need to go from there. So we'll see you in the next video. Till then.